Hello and welcome. Today we're going to talk a little about adding and subtracting variables. So a variable, for example, x, is a letter that we use to represent an unknown value. So when we add or subtract variables, we do so by combining like terms. Like terms are those with the same variable. So in this example, we have 3x. So the 3 in this situation is the number in front of the variable, and it's called the coefficient. The coefficient is a numerical constant, and in this situation, x is the variable. So you can see that 3x is equal to x plus x plus x. And we know this because when we solve these kinds of expressions, we can clearly see that in order to get 3x, we just have to add the coefficients. So in front of each of these x's, there is a 1. So if we try to simplify this, all we have to do is add the coefficients. So 1x plus 1x plus 1x, we're really just adding 1 plus 1 plus 1. We know that 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 3, which is how we get x plus x plus x equals 3x. All we did here was add the coefficient and put it in front of the variable. So now we're going to work on some practice problems using these ideas. So using just what we used earlier, all we have to do here is add the coefficients. So in number 1, the coefficients here are 2 and 3. We know that 2 plus 3 equals 5. So using that logic, we know that 2x plus 3x has to equal 5x. In number 2, we're just going to do the same thing. We're going to add the coefficients. It's the exact same method. Don't be scared by the different variable. A variable can be any letter or symbol. So we're going to do the exact same thing that we did. We know that 3 plus 4 is 7. And using this logic, we know that 3g plus 4g equals 7g. We're going to use the exact same process for subtraction. For number 3, we have the variable y. So 4y minus 2y, we know that 4 minus 2 equals 2. Using this logic, we know that 4y minus 2y has to equal 2y. In number 4, we know that 7 minus 6 equals 1. So we know that 7x minus 6x equals 1x. And on the SHSAT, you probably won't see 1x. Normally, they just leave it as x. We just know that there is an invisible 1 in front of this x. For number 5, we have the variable y, and although this might look complicated at first because we're combining addition and subtraction, we're just going to tackle it as we have every other problem. So we have 3y plus 2y. We know that 3y minus 2y. We know that 3 minus 2 is 1. So we know that we have 1y plus 4y. We know that 1 plus 4 is 5, so we have 5y. Moving on to our last problem. Here we have a mix of variables and constants. So your variable is x, and your constant is a number like 7 or 3. It's something that is not changing. So let's start with the variable portion of this problem. We know that 2 plus 5 is 7. So 2x plus 5x must equal 7x. Now we can tackle the 7 minus 3 portion of this problem. We know that 7 minus 3 equals 4. So now we just have to combine both pieces of this problem. We know that we have 7x here and 4 here. So we have 7x plus 4. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that was helpful. Please visit our website and use the practice resources that we have there. Thank you so much.